If you're over 60 and still relying on eggs for protein, your muscles are starving right now, even if you don't feel it yet. 94% of American seniors over 65 are making this exact mistake every single day. And it's quietly stealing your independence, your strength, and your ability to live in your own home without assistance. Stay with me, because over the next several minutes, I'm going to reveal 10 inexpensive everyday foods that rebuild muscle significantly faster than eggs, even if you're already in your 70 seconds or 80 seconds. Here's what shocked medical researchers most about the latest studies. When scientists analyzed over 3,000 different foods for their ability to build and preserve muscle in seniors, only 10 truly stood out as exceptional. Just 10. And here's the discovery that stunned the entire medical community. Eggs, the so-called perfect protein that doctors have recommended to seniors for decades, didn't even qualify for the list. For 30 years, American seniors have been told to rely on eggs to fight weakness and frailty. But groundbreaking new science reveals that in older adults, egg protein is absorbed far less effectively than previously believed, leaving your muscles starved for the nutrients they desperately need, while cholesterol silently accumulates and clogs your circulation. Meanwhile, 10 overlooked everyday foods that are inexpensive, accessible, and hiding in plain sight at your local grocery store are proving to rebuild muscle faster and more effectively than eggs, even in people well into their 70 seconds and 80 seconds. The medical industry will never actively promote these foods, because here's the uncomfortable economic truth. Frailty means significantly more business for them. Weak seniors need more walkers, more prescription medications, more surgeries, and more spaces in assisted living facilities. Strong, independent seniors who can care for themselves don't fill hospital beds or generate profit margins. But the scientific research doesn't lie. And I'm going to share every single detail with you right now. These 10 foods can slow down, stop, and in many cases, even reverse muscle decline, giving you back the strength, stability, and independence you thought were gone forever. The number 4 food on this list genuinely shocked scientists because it actually sparked new muscle fiber growth in seniors over 75, something medical experts once declared completely impossible after age 70. Before we explore these life-changing discoveries in depth, let me ask you something deeply personal. How old are you right now? And what's the most difficult muscle challenge you're facing today? Is it weak legs that make standing up from your favorite chair feel like climbing a mountain? Slow recovery after simple activities like gardening or walking to the mailbox? Perhaps it's balance issues that force you to grab onto walls and furniture for support just to move safely through your own home. Share your story in the comments section below, because we're not just reading these comments for engagement. We're actually replying to every single one with genuine advice and support. Your personal experience might be exactly what another senior needs to hear right now to finally make the change that transforms their life. Your courage to share your struggle could be someone else's turning point toward renewed strength. Now, without any further delay, let's begin with number 10 on our list. A simple, budget-friendly food that works overnight while you sleep to rebuild strength faster than eggs ever could. And there's a strong chance it's already sitting in your refrigerator right now. Number 10. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese might look simple, plain, and ordinary, but it's actually one of the most powerful muscle-repairing foods you can put on your plate tonight before bed. What makes cottage cheese absolutely unique and valuable for seniors is its exceptionally high content of something called casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids gradually and steadily over several hours while you sleep peacefully. For seniors, this precise timing is absolutely critical because here's what most people completely misunderstand about muscle repair. Your muscles don't just rebuild during the day when you're active, moving around, and using them. The majority of actual muscle repair and growth happens overnight while you're sleeping deeply, when your body naturally shifts into restoration and recovery mode. While eggs give you a quick, rapid burst of protein that your body burns through and uses up fast, cottage cheese feeds your muscles steadily and consistently, keeping them properly nourished and actively rebuilding throughout the entire night without interruption. A single cup of cottage cheese delivers approximately 25 grams of high-quality protein, along with substantial amounts of calcium and phosphorus that directly strengthen your bones and help prevent dangerous fractures that can change your life in an instant. Let me tell you about Helen, a 72-year-old woman from Phoenix, Arizona, who used to wake up every single morning with stiff, aching legs that made getting out of bed feel like a painful ordeal she dreaded. Her doctor suggested pain medication as the solution, but Helen wanted to try something natural and side-effect-free first. After adding just half a cup of cottage cheese as her evening snack right before bed, she noticed something truly remarkable within only 2 weeks. Her legs didn't ache nearly as intensely when she woke up in the morning, and her energy lasted significantly longer throughout the entire day instead of crashing hard after lunch like it used to. That slow, steady release of protein throughout the night gave her muscles exactly what they had been missing all night long, every single night, for years, without her even realizing it. The science backs Helen's experience up completely. Research published in the prestigious British Journal of Nutrition followed older adults for 6 full months and discovered that those who consumed casein protein before bed experienced significantly better overnight muscle protein synthesis compared to those who skipped nighttime protein entirely and went to bed on an empty stomach. In simple, practical terms that matter directly to your daily life, their muscles were actively repairing themselves and growing measurably stronger while they slept peacefully through the night. But cottage cheese delivers even more impressive benefits that eggs simply cannot provide, no matter how many you eat. It contains natural probiotics, which are beneficial bacteria that dramatically improve gut health and help your body absorb nutrients far more efficiently from everything you eat throughout the day. This means you extract more nutritional value from every single meal, which becomes increasingly important as we age and our digestive systems naturally become less efficient at processing food. The remarkable affordability of cottage cheese makes it even more impressive and accessible for seniors living on fixed incomes. It's significantly cheaper than most meats, requires absolutely no cooking or complicated preparation whatsoever, and stays fresh in your refrigerator for several days without spoiling. This makes it an incredibly easy, convenient option for seniors who don't want to spend hours in the kitchen or struggle with complicated meal preparation that requires strength and dexterity. Simple, effective, and budget-friendly. Cottage cheese proves beyond any doubt that you don't need expensive eggs to build real strength at any age. And if you think cottage cheese sounds powerful and impressive, wait until you discover number 9. Because it's a food that not only builds muscle tissue, but also actively fights the hidden chronic inflammation that's secretly keeping millions of American seniors weak, tired, and struggling every day. Number 9. Tofu. Tofu might not sound exciting or appealing to many Americans, and I completely understand that initial reaction, but don't let its plain, simple appearance fool you for even 1 second. For seniors over 60, this soy-based protein is genuinely a muscle-building powerhouse that most doctors never mention or recommend to their patients. 1 serving of tofu, which is about half a cup, contains around 10 grams of high-quality, complete protein plus all 9 essential amino acids that your body absolutely cannot produce on its own and must get from food. This makes tofu what nutritionists call a complete protein, something that many plant-based foods simply cannot claim to be. What makes tofu especially powerful and beneficial for American seniors is its rich content of natural plant compounds called isoflavones. These plant-based compounds gently and naturally mimic estrogen in your body, which becomes increasingly important as we age, because declining hormone levels directly accelerate muscle loss and bone weakness with each passing year after 60. By naturally supporting healthy hormone balance without artificial intervention, tofu helps protect both your physical strength and your stability without the concerning side effects or health risks associated with hormone replacement therapy. Think of it as nature's gentle, safe way of supporting your body's changing hormonal needs as you age. Let me share Walter's inspiring story with you. Walter is a 76-year-old retired mechanic from Cleveland, Ohio, who had always been deeply skeptical of anything that wasn't traditional meat and potatoes. But when his joint pain became so severe and debilitating that he could barely work in his beloved garage anymore, doing the activities he loved, he decided to give his daughter's persistent suggestion an honest try. Walter replaced his usual fried chicken and beef twice a week with simple baked tofu, seasoned with basic herbs he already had sitting in his kitchen cabinet. Within just 1 month of this simple change, he noticed something that surprised him completely and exceeded his expectations. He experienced significantly less joint pain throughout his body and had noticeably more sustained energy for his morning walks around the neighborhood without feeling exhausted. The clean, lean protein and gentle anti-inflammatory effects of soy worked powerfully in his favor without the heaviness, excess cholesterol, or uncomfortable digestive issues that often come with consuming heavy animal fats as we age and our digestion slows down. Walter's wife even noticed an obvious change that he hadn't mentioned. He wasn't taking his usual afternoon naps anymore because his energy stayed steady and consistent throughout the entire day without the typical mid-afternoon crash. A comprehensive study published in the respected Journal of Nutrition followed older adults for 18 full months and found something truly remarkable. Those who included soy protein regularly in their daily diets maintained significantly more lean muscle mass compared to those who relied exclusively on animal protein sources like beef, chicken, and eggs. This is crucial, vital information because maintaining lean muscle mass is directly connected to your independence, your balance, and ultimately your ability to continue living in your own home as you age instead of requiring assistance or institutional care. Tofu is also naturally rich in calcium and magnesium, two essential minerals that play direct, important roles in preventing painful muscle cramps, keeping bones dense and strong, and ensuring smooth, coordinated muscle contractions that keep you moving confidently. Because tofu is naturally low in calories while being highly filling and satisfying to eat, it helps seniors manage their weight effectively without starving their muscles of the essential nutrients they need to maintain mass and strength. This is especially important for older adults who need to maintain a healthy weight while simultaneously preserving precious muscle mass that's difficult to rebuild after it's lost. The best part about tofu is its incredible versatility and surprising affordability compared to meat. You can easily toss cubed tofu into a simple stir-fry with frozen vegetables, bake it with basic spices you probably already have in your pantry, or even blend silken tofu into a protein-rich smoothie for breakfast. Unlike eggs, which can significantly spike cholesterol levels in some seniors and create cardiovascular concerns, tofu delivers high-quality complete protein without any cardiovascular risks whatsoever. But if tofu already sounds impressive to you, just wait until you discover number 8. A humble food that not only builds muscle effectively, but also actively repairs damaged tissue faster than most expensive supplements on the market today. Number 8. Chickpeas. Chickpeas, which some people call garbanzo beans, are honestly one of the cheapest and most criminally overlooked muscle builders you'll ever find hiding in the canned goods section of any American grocery store. A single cup of chickpeas packs around 15 grams of plant-based protein, plus a substantial dose of complex carbohydrates that fuel your muscles with steady, consistent energy instead of the quick spikes and dramatic crashes that come from eating processed foods and sugary snacks. For seniors, this precise nutritional balance changes absolutely everything because it means you're not just repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue effectively. You're also powering your legs, heart, and brain with quality fuel that actually lasts for hours and hours without leaving you feeling exhausted and completely depleted. Let me tell you about Evelyn, a 70-year-old retired teacher from Sacramento, California, who used to rely on simple white bread sandwiches for lunch every single day because they were quick and easy. She honestly thought she was eating reasonably well and making decent choices. But by 2 p.m. every afternoon, like clockwork, she would hit a brutal wall of fatigue that made even simple daily tasks feel completely overwhelming and impossible to complete. When Evelyn swapped those nutritionally empty white bread lunches for chickpea salads just 3 times a week as an experiment, she noticed a dramatic, life-changing difference within 1 month. Her afternoon fatigue completely lifted and disappeared. Her legs felt noticeably stronger and more stable during her evening walks through the neighborhood, and her hands didn't tremble and shake as much when carrying grocery bags or lifting everyday items around her apartment. That steady, perfect combination of protein and fiber gave her body the kind of lasting, sustained fuel it had been desperately craving for years, without Evelyn ever realizing what was missing from her diet. The transformation was so noticeable and obvious that her neighbors actually started asking her what she was doing differently. The science strongly supports Evelyn's personal experience. A detailed study published in the respected journal Nutrients revealed that diets rich in legumes like chickpeas significantly improve muscle endurance and overall physical performance in older adults compared to diets focused primarily on refined grains and heavily processed foods. But why exactly do chickpeas work so effectively for seniors? Because they deliver not only high-quality plant protein, but also magnesium, zinc, and folate, 3 essential nutrients that directly regulate muscle contractions, actively repair connective tissue throughout your body, and strengthen bones from the inside out at the cellular level. While eggs may provide basic protein and nothing more, chickpeas give you a complete, comprehensive spectrum of support for the aging body, including substantial fiber that improves digestion and helps your body absorb significantly more nutrients from everything else you eat throughout the entire day. The remarkable versatility and incredible affordability of chickpeas make them even more valuable and practical for seniors on limited budgets. You can eat them roasted as a satisfying, crunchy snack that beats processed chips every single time. You can mash them into homemade hummus for spreading on fresh vegetables or whole grain crackers. You can stir them into hearty, warming stews and soups that fill you up and provide lasting energy for hours. Unlike expensive meats that strain grocery budgets, chickpeas are completely cholesterol-free and incredibly easy to digest, even for seniors with sensitive stomachs or digestive issues that often develop with age and become more problematic. For literally pennies per generous serving, you're giving your muscles exactly what they desperately crave: fuel for immediate energy, nutrients for deep repair, and the nutritional foundation for lasting strength that keeps you independent. And speaking of powerful foods that work on multiple important levels simultaneously, number 7 is truly remarkable and exceptional because it helps not just your muscles directly, but also your nerves, ensuring that your body can actually use and properly coordinate the strength you're working so hard to build. Before we continue with this potentially life-changing information, if you're getting real, tangible value from what I'm sharing with you today, please go ahead and tap that like button right now. Make absolutely sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss powerful, practical health tips like these that could genuinely transform your golden years and help you maintain the independence you value. Number 7. Canned sardines. Sardines may come in a small, humble can that doesn't look impressive, but when it comes to rebuilding muscle effectively in seniors, they pack an absolutely heavyweight nutritional punch that rivals any expensive supplement you could buy. Just one serving of canned sardines delivers over 20 grams of complete, high-quality protein, along with omega-3 fatty acids that powerfully reduce inflammation throughout your entire body and dramatically speed up muscle recovery after any physical activity, no matter how minor. For seniors over 60, this precise combination is absolutely critical and game-changing because chronic, low-level inflammation is one of the hidden, silent reasons that muscle repair slows down significantly as we age, without us even realizing what's happening. Most people have absolutely no idea that their bodies are quietly fighting low-level inflammation every single day, which silently sabotages their strength and energy without any obvious symptoms. Sardines also provide substantial amounts of vitamin D and calcium, a powerful nutritional duo that keeps your bones dense and strong, so that the muscles you're working hard to build actually have a solid, stable foundation to anchor to properly. Without strong, healthy bones supporting them, even the best, strongest muscles simply can't function properly or safely. Let me share Frank's truly inspiring story with you. Frank is a 8-year-old retired postal worker from Minneapolis, Minnesota, who was honestly quite skeptical and doubtful when his doctor suggested adding canned sardines to his regular diet twice a week. Frank had always been a traditional meat and potatoes kind of guy his entire life, and the idea of eating small fish from a can didn't exactly appeal to his tastes. But Frank's legs had been aching constantly and painfully after his daily gardening sessions that he loved, and he was getting increasingly frustrated with having to cut back significantly on the activities he truly enjoyed and found meaningful. After reluctantly trying sardines on whole-grain crackers twice a week for just 1 month as an experiment, Frank realized something absolutely amazing had happened that he hadn't expected. His legs didn't ache nearly as much or as intensely after working for hours in his beloved garden, and he actually had noticeably more stamina and sustained energy during his evening walks around the quiet neighborhood. That tiny, inexpensive can of fish was delivering exactly the quality fuel and powerful anti-inflammatory support his aging muscles had been desperately missing for years, without Frank ever understanding why he felt so tired. The research supporting Frank's personal experience is absolutely compelling and scientifically solid. A major study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed seniors carefully for 2 full years and found that those who consumed omega-3 rich fish like sardines regularly had significantly greater muscle mass and measurably stronger grip strength compared to those who avoided fish entirely in their diets. This matters tremendously for your daily life because grip strength is actually one of the single most accurate predictors of overall health and longevity in older adults, according to decades of research. Strong hands usually indicate strong everything else throughout your body. The study conclusively found that omega-3 fatty acids dramatically improve something called muscle protein synthesis, which is the actual biological process where your body literally builds brand new muscle fibers from scratch. But sardines offer even more impressive benefits that most people never consider or even know about. They're exceptionally rich in vitamin B12, which keeps your nervous system healthy and functioning properly and optimally, so your muscles actually receive clear, strong signals from your brain to contract powerfully and stay properly coordinated. As we age, B12 deficiency becomes surprisingly common and widespread, and it can lead directly to weakness, dangerous balance problems, and that frustrating feeling that your body just isn't responding the way it used to respond when you were younger. Sardines help prevent this gradual decline naturally without any medications. Here's something that might genuinely surprise you about sardines and change your perception. They're actually one of the single most affordable protein sources you can buy anywhere, costing significantly less per gram of protein than beef, chicken, or even eggs. They require absolutely no cooking or complicated preparation whatsoever, and they're shelf-stable for months or even years, meaning seniors with limited mobility or those who struggle with frequent grocery shopping can stock up confidently without worrying about spoilage or waste. But if sardines seem impressive so far, just wait until you discover number 6 on our list. A food that strengthens not just your muscles directly, but also the tendons and joints that keep you moving comfortably and completely pain-free every single day. Number 6. Millet. Millet might look like simple birdseed to some people, and I completely understand that initial reaction. But for American seniors, it's genuinely a muscle-strengthening secret weapon that most doctors never mention to their patients, and most people never consider trying. This ancient grain is absolutely loaded with plant-based protein, magnesium, and iron, 3 essential nutrients that directly support efficient muscle repair, improve blood flow throughout your body, and help your body transport oxygen efficiently to working muscles that need it most. A single cup of cooked millet provides about 6 grams of complete protein and delivers a steady, consistent stream of complex carbohydrates that keep your muscles fueled properly and consistently without the blood sugar crashes that drain energy rapidly and leave you feeling weak, shaky, and exhausted. Unlike refined grains like white bread and white rice that spike your blood sugar rapidly and dangerously and worsen inflammation throughout your entire body, millet burns slow and steady like a controlled fire, giving seniors lasting strength and stable energy throughout the entire day, from morning until night. Let me tell you about Harold, an 8 one-year-old retired carpenter from Portland, Oregon, who made one simple dietary change that completely transformed his daily life in ways he never expected. Harold swapped his usual morning white toast for a warm, satisfying bowl of millet porridge, topped with a small handful of nuts and a light drizzle of honey for natural sweetness. Within just 3 weeks of this simple change, Harold noticed that his legs didn't shake and tremble nearly as much when he stood up from his favorite armchair to move around, and he could climb the stairs to his bedroom with noticeably more confidence and significantly less effort than before. The slow-release energy from millet kept his muscles properly fed and functioning optimally long after breakfast was over and digested. Harold's wife noticed the obvious change too. She commented that he seemed more stable and sure on his feet, and wasn't reaching desperately for furniture and walls for support nearly as often when walking around their home. That simple breakfast swap gave Harold's aging body the sustained, quality fuel it had been desperately missing without him even knowing. A comprehensive study published in the Journal of Food Science and Technology found that millet-based diets improved muscle recovery significantly and reduced fatigue dramatically in older adults by stabilizing glucose levels and improving the body's natural ability to absorb nutrients efficiently from food. This is absolutely crucial for seniors because as we age, our bodies often become progressively less efficient at extracting and using nutrients from the foods we eat regularly. Millet actually helps improve this natural process significantly. The magnesium naturally present in millet helps relax tight, painful, cramped muscles and prevents those agonizing nighttime leg cramps that plague so many seniors and disrupt sleep. Meanwhile, the iron ensures that oxygen-rich blood actually reaches the muscle tissues that desperately need to repair and rebuild themselves properly. It's a powerful, synergistic combination that eggs alone simply cannot provide because eggs completely lack the complex carbohydrates and comprehensive mineral profile that aging bodies genuinely need for sustained energy and proper muscle function throughout the day. Millet is also naturally gluten-free, making it perfect and safe for seniors with sensitive digestion, celiac disease, or other digestive concerns that become increasingly more common with age. It's remarkably inexpensive, typically costing less than $2 per pound at most stores, and it's incredibly easy to cook in any regular pot without special equipment. You can turn millet into a creamy, satisfying porridge for a filling breakfast. Use it to make nutritious flatbreads that are delicious and filling, or even toss it into hearty soups and stews for extra nutrition and substance. For literally pennies per generous serving, you're getting not only powerful muscle-building fuel, but also better balance, sustained energy that lasts, and the confidence to keep moving and staying active in the activities you love. And here's where the discoveries become even more exciting and impressive. Because number 5 is a food that doesn't just strengthen your muscles directly, it actually helps preserve and rebuild the collagen that literally holds your entire body together structurally. Number 5. Mussels. Mussels aren't just an expensive restaurant delicacy that most people never consider eating at home. They're actually one of the cheapest and most powerful muscle-building foods available to American seniors, and they're far more accessible than most people realize or understand. A single serving of mussels delivers over 18 grams of complete protein, along with rich omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12, and zinc. This powerful combination works together synergistically to fuel efficient muscle repair, reduce inflammation throughout your entire body, and keep your nervous system firing properly so your muscles can contract with real strength and precise coordination. What makes mussels absolutely unique and particularly valuable for seniors is their exceptionally high content of something called taurine, an amino acid that has been scientifically shown to protect muscle tissue from age-related decline and deterioration that typically accelerates after 60. Unlike eggs, which provide only basic protein and nothing more, mussels deliver a complete, comprehensive package of nutrients that strengthen both muscle fibers and the critical connective tissue that holds everything together structurally. This becomes increasingly important as we age because it's not just muscle loss alone we need to worry about. It's also the progressive weakening of tendons, ligaments, and joints that keep us mobile. Let me share Clara's remarkable transformation with you. Clara is a 69-year-old retired librarian from Charleston, South Carolina, who had always avoided shellfish completely because she thought it was too complicated to prepare and too expensive for her limited budget. But when her granddaughter convinced Clara to try a simple mussel stew just once a week using frozen mussels from the grocery store that cost less than $5, something wonderful happened within 1 month that Clara hadn't anticipated. Clara noticed that her hands weren't nearly as weak when lifting pots and pans in the kitchen anymore, and her legs felt significantly steadier and more confident during her morning walks through her quiet neighborhood. Those small, humble shells were giving her muscles the reinforcement and support they had been missing for years, without Clara understanding why she felt so weak. The scientific evidence supporting Clara's personal experience is absolutely compelling. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that shellfish, like mussels, not only increase lean muscle mass in older adults, but also dramatically improved hand grip strength, which is a critical marker for overall health and longevity in seniors. Strong grip strength in seniors is directly connected to maintaining independence. The ability to open jars and bottles, carry groceries, and perform countless daily tasks that determine whether you can live independently or need assistance with basic activities. The vitamin B12, naturally found in mussels, keeps your nervous system healthy and functioning optimally, ensuring that the signals from your brain to your muscles stay sharp and responsive without delay. This prevents that incredibly frustrating feeling of your body not responding the way you want it to respond when you try to move. Meanwhile, the zinc in mussels supports the production of testosterone and other hormones that naturally decline with age. When these hormones drop too low, muscle loss accelerates dramatically, which is why many seniors notice rapid, alarming changes in strength after age 70. Here's something that might genuinely surprise you about mussels. They're actually one of the most sustainable and inexpensive seafood options you can buy anywhere. Frozen mussels are available at most grocery stores year-round. They cook in just minutes without any special skills or equipment, and they pair beautifully with simple ingredients like garlic, white wine, and vegetables that you probably already have. For seniors fighting muscle decline and wanting to maintain their independence, mussels represent a genuine game changer that most people never consider or even know about. And if mussels sound powerful, wait until you see number 4. A food so simple and common that most seniors walk right past it in the grocery store. Yet, it quietly repairs muscle tissue from the inside out. Number 4. Nori seaweed. Nori, those thin, dark green sheets of seaweed that you might recognize from sushi restaurants, may not look like much at first glance, but it's actually a silent powerhouse for muscle health that most Americans never consider adding to their diets. Each sheet of nori is packed with complete proteins, iodine, magnesium, and vitamin C, delivering a concentrated nutrient punch that eggs simply cannot match. While each sheet weighs almost nothing and feels as light as paper, it carries amino acids that actively help repair torn muscle fibers, plus powerful antioxidants that fight off the oxidative stress that accelerates muscle aging in seniors. For American seniors, this means fewer painful muscle cramps, quicker recovery after any physical activity, and significantly more energy to keep walking, gardening, and staying active in the activities you love. Let me tell you about Robert, a 73-year-old retired electrician from Denver, Colorado, who started making one tiny change that transformed how he felt every day. Instead of reaching for crackers to sprinkle into his afternoon soup, Robert began crumbling just 1 or 2 sheets of roasted nori seaweed over his lunch. Within 3 weeks, Robert noticed something remarkable. He experienced significantly less stiffness in his legs when standing up from his recliner, and his balance felt noticeably better and more confident during his evening walks around the block. That small, simple swap gave his muscles trace minerals and nutrients they had been silently starving for, without Robert ever realizing what was missing from his diet. His wife even commented that he seemed to move with more ease and confidence around their home. The research behind Robert's experience is fascinating and compelling. A study published in the prestigious journal Marine Drugs highlighted that seaweed, like nori, contains what scientists call bioactive peptides, which are tiny protein fragments that have been scientifically shown to enhance muscle function and reduce inflammation, specifically in older adults. These bioactive peptides work differently than regular protein because they're absorbed more quickly and efficiently by aging digestive systems, which often become less effective at breaking down and using nutrients from food. On top of that, nori is naturally rich in taurine and omega-3 fatty acids, which work together to keep muscles flexible and responsive while maintaining healthy nerve function. Even the iodine naturally present in nori plays an important role by supporting optimal thyroid function, which directly regulates metabolism and muscle energy production. When your thyroid isn't functioning properly, which becomes more common with age, you feel tired, weak, and unable to build or maintain muscle mass no matter what you eat or how much you exercise. The beauty of nori lies in its incredible simplicity and affordability. You can buy packages of roasted nori sheets at most grocery stores for just a few dollars, and they stay fresh for months in your pantry. You can snack on nori sheets like healthy chips, crumble them into rice or soup for extra flavor and nutrition, or even wrap them around vegetables for a quick, inexpensive, muscle-friendly meal. Just a few sheets of nori each day add a powerful layer of protection against muscle decline, all while costing literally pennies compared to expensive meat or nutritional supplements. And if you think nori seaweed is impressive, get ready for number 3. A superfood that not only repairs muscle but also hydrates your tissues so your legs don't feel like heavy lead weights every time you try to stand up. Number 3. Spirulina. Spirulina doesn't come from any farm or the meat counter at your grocery store. This remarkable superfood comes directly from blue-green algae. And before you let that fact scare you away, understand that this powdery green supplement is actually one of the richest natural protein sources on our entire planet. Just 2 tablespoons of spirulina powder deliver around 8 grams of complete protein containing all the essential amino acids your body needs, plus iron, B vitamins, and incredibly powerful antioxidants, like something called phycocyanin that you won't find in any other food. For American seniors, this means spirulina doesn't just rebuild muscle tissue. It also dramatically reduces the chronic inflammation and oxidative stress that quietly eat away at your strength and energy as you age, often without you even realizing what's happening inside your body. Let me share Margaret's inspiring transformation story. Margaret is a 75-year-old retired nurse from Tampa, Florida, who started adding just 1 teaspoon of spirulina powder to her morning smoothie after reading about its benefits in a health magazine. Margaret had been struggling with legs that ached constantly during her daily walks and found herself becoming winded and exhausted just from climbing the stairs to her bedroom. She was starting to worry that her active days were behind her. But within just 3 weeks of adding that tiny scoop of green powder to her morning routine, Margaret noticed something that amazed her. Her legs didn't ache nearly as much during her daily walk around her neighborhood, and she wasn't nearly as winded or exhausted when climbing stairs to her second-floor bedroom. That small addition to her morning smoothie was delivering exactly what her aging body had been missing for years: pure, easily absorbable fuel that her muscles could actually use effectively. A comprehensive study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food followed older adults for 6 months and found something remarkable. Those who supplemented with spirulina showed significant increases in muscle endurance and reported dramatically reduced fatigue compared to those who didn't include spirulina in their diets. The researchers discovered that the unique combination of complete protein and phycocyanin in spirulina improved oxygen delivery to muscle tissues, allowing them to work longer and more efficiently without breaking down or becoming exhausted. This discovery is absolutely crucial for seniors because declining oxygen efficiency is actually one of the main reasons that walking, climbing stairs, and maintaining balance become increasingly difficult with age. Most people assume it's just normal aging, but much of it is actually correctable through proper nutrition. Another overlooked benefit of spirulina is its remarkable effect on blood sugar stability. When your blood glucose levels remain steady throughout the day, your muscles receive consistent energy instead of experiencing the sudden crashes that leave you feeling weak, shaky, and exhausted. While eggs may provide basic protein, spirulina adds multiple layers of protection and support that make the real difference between struggling through each day and feeling capable and confident again. It's like giving your body premium fuel instead of regular gasoline. The best part about spirulina is that while it sounds exotic and expensive, it's actually quite affordable and widely available. You can find spirulina powder at most health food stores and many regular grocery stores. Just add a teaspoon to water, juice, or blend it into a simple smoothie with fruits you enjoy. But if spirulina already sounds impressive, number 2 takes muscle building to an entirely different level, offering a food that doesn't just fuel your muscles, but also actively protects your joints from wearing down and becoming painful. Number 2, earth almonds. Despite their name, earth almonds, which are also called tiger nuts, aren't actually nuts at all. They're small, naturally sweet, chewy tubers that are absolutely packed with muscle-restoring nutrients that most Americans have never heard of, but definitely should know about. A single handful of earth almonds delivers something called resistant starch, which provides steady, long-lasting energy for your muscles, plus substantial amounts of magnesium, potassium, and plant-based protein that directly support proper muscle contraction and efficient repair. What sets earth almonds apart from almost every other food is their exceptionally high content of an amino acid called arginine, which boosts your body's production of nitric oxide. This natural compound widens your blood vessels and dramatically improves circulation, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients actually reach your muscles where they're needed most. For seniors, improved circulation means noticeably more strength in your legs, significantly less fatigue when walking or standing, and better overall endurance for all the activities you want to keep enjoying. Let me tell you about Dolores, a 79-year-old retired seamstress from Phoenix, Arizona, who made a simple afternoon snack change that transformed how she felt and moved every single day. Instead of reaching for cookies or crackers during her afternoon slump, Dolores began snacking on just a small handful of earth almonds while watching her favorite television programs. Within 1 month, Dolores noticed something that surprised and delighted her. Her legs didn't feel nearly as heavy and sluggish when climbing the stairs to her apartment, and the nightly muscle cramps in her calves that had been waking her up for months became less frequent and less severe. That simple change gave her body the essential minerals and improved blood flow it had been desperately needing without Dolores even realizing what was missing from her daily routine. A detailed study published in the Journal of Food Science and Technology showed that earth almonds contain unique bioactive compounds that specifically reduce muscle inflammation and improve endurance in older adults compared to other common snack foods. The magnesium naturally present in earth almonds helps prevent those painful muscle cramps that so many seniors experience, especially at night, while the potassium works to balance electrolytes and prevent the weakness and fatigue that can sneak up on you during the day. Add their naturally high fiber content, and you also get significantly better digestion, which means more of the protein and nutrients you consume from all your meals actually get absorbed and used by your body instead of being wasted. This becomes increasingly important as we age because our digestive systems often become less efficient at extracting nutrients from food, meaning we can eat well but still develop deficiencies that contribute to muscle loss and weakness. The best part about earth almonds is their incredible convenience and affordability. They're naturally sweet and satisfying, long-lasting in your pantry, and easy to eat straight from the bag as a healthy snack. You can chew them raw for a naturally sweet treat, soak them in water to soften them if you prefer, or even blend them into a creamy, nutritious milk that tastes similar to almond milk but with more protein. For American seniors looking for a cheap but genuinely powerful food that rivals or surpasses eggs for muscle building, earth almonds absolutely deserve a permanent spot in your kitchen. And yet, even these amazing tubers don't match the incredible effectiveness of what's coming at number 1. A food so remarkably effective at rebuilding muscle that researchers were genuinely stunned by its results in seniors over 75. Number 1. Teff grain. Teff grain might be the tiniest grain you've ever seen, but it's honestly one of the most nutrient-dense foods on our entire planet. Originally from Ethiopia, this ancient grain has fueled some of the strongest, most successful endurance runners in the world for thousands of years. And now, modern science is finally revealing why it's especially powerful and beneficial for American seniors. A single cup of cooked teff delivers around 10 grams of complete protein, plus substantial amounts of iron, calcium, and essential amino acids that directly rebuild and protect aging muscle tissue from further deterioration. What makes teff absolutely unique among all grains is its unusually high content of an amino acid called lysine, which is critical for collagen production throughout your body. Without adequate lysine, your body struggles to repair connective tissue properly, and your legs, joints, and overall stability begin to deteriorate significantly. This is why so many seniors experience not just muscle weakness, but also joint pain, balance problems, and that overall feeling of physical fragility that seems to appear gradually and then suddenly become overwhelming. Let me share Leonard's remarkable transformation story. Leonard is an 82-year-old retired postal worker from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who made one simple change to his diet that transformed his daily life in ways he never expected. Leonard switched from eating white rice with his dinner to preparing teff grain porridge just 3 times a week. Within 1 month, Leonard noticed that his balance had improved noticeably, and his legs didn't feel like heavy lead weights when getting up from his favorite recliner to answer the door or move around his apartment. That small dietary change gave Leonard's aging body the missing building blocks it needed to restore both strength and stability. Even at 82 years old, when most people assume such improvements are impossible, a groundbreaking study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition highlighted that teff not only provides complete high-quality protein, but also significantly boosts hemoglobin levels in older fashion adults, dramatically improving oxygen delivery to muscle tissues throughout the body. For seniors, better oxygen flow translates directly into stronger, more confident steps, significantly less fatigue during daily activities, and a much lower risk of dangerous falls that can change your life in an instant. The calcium and magnesium naturally present in teff also provide crucial protection against painful muscle cramps and dangerous bone fractures, making teff a triple threat for senior health, providing fuel for energy, nutrients for repair, and minerals for protection. Teff is also naturally gluten-free, making it safe and easy to digest even for seniors with celiac disease, gluten sensitivity, or other digestive issues that become more common as we age. It's remarkably versatile in the kitchen, cooking quickly and easily. You can prepare teff like a creamy, satisfying porridge for breakfast, bake it into nutritious homemade bread, or simply toss it into hearty soups and stews for extra nutrition and substance. Despite its superfood reputation and incredible nutritional profile, teff remains surprisingly affordable and accessible at most health food stores and many regular grocery stores. Compared to eggs, which provide only basic protein, teff offers so much more for aging bodies. It provides the complete foundation for rebuilding both muscle tissue and connective tissue, supporting your body's ability to stay strong, stable, and independent even well into your 80 seconds and beyond. That's exactly why teff tops this list as the #1 muscle-building food for seniors. It's living proof that sometimes the smallest, most humble foods can deliver the biggest, most life-changing improvements in strength, stability, and independence. And there you have it. 10 cheap, overlooked everyday foods that can rebuild muscle faster and more effectively than eggs, even if you're already in your 70 seconds or 80 seconds. The science is absolutely clear, and the evidence is overwhelming. Muscle loss is not inevitable, and what you choose to eat every single day can either speed up that decline or completely turn it around. These foods prove that you don't need expensive supplements, complicated meal plans, or prescription medications to rebuild the strength and independence you thought were gone forever. You just need the right information and the willingness to make simple changes that can transform your life. Now I want to hear directly from you, and this is important. How old are you right now? And which of these 10 foods do you already eat regularly? Or which one do you plan to try first? Drop your answer in the comments below because we read and reply to every single comment. Your story and your experience might be exactly what another senior watching this video right now needs to hear to finally make the change that transforms their life. Your courage to share could be someone else's turning point. From weakness to strength, from dependence to independence. Don't forget to hit that like button if this information has been valuable to you. Share this video with a friend or family member who needs stronger legs and better balance. And make sure to subscribe for more life-changing health tips that can help you live your best years with strength and confidence. Remember this truth. Your best years aren't behind you. They're still waiting ahead of you. With the right nutrition and the right knowledge, you can reclaim the strength, energy, and independence that make life truly worth living. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep moving forward because your body is more resilient and capable than you might believe right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll continue building your foundation for lifelong health and vitality.